Hello, I'm Sinead, and welcome to another Dolls and Dollhouses. Last week we started with the assembly of, I believe it was the Reed dollhouse. Anyway, it was a kit, and today I am going to put together some furniture that I also purchased as a kit for that dollhouse and the other one similar to it. So it's a cardstock type assembly, and by the same person as last week. So I will put the link down below. Again, that is Jean Nordquist, and I contacted her about the interior because she doesn't have a listing for the interior of the dollhouse that I put together last week. I'm going to show you how it turned out, and there's some things I want to change, but she very sweetly sent me a PDF of the interior so that I could print it off myself. Now, as you know from last week, I have run out of ink, and believe it or not, it's supposed to be delivered, but I'm still waiting on it. So I still don't have printing capabilities. As soon as I do, I will print out the interior of my dollhouse and put it in. But I can do furniture because that was a kit, and we can do that today. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get started. I wanted to show you what the dollhouse looked like standing upright. Those columns turned out really white. They looked more cream when I painted them. So I may go add some yellow or something to it to kind of darken them up. And here's our project for today. So the kit comes with 3 different sizes of these pieces of furniture. But there seems to be, in the size for the 2 dollhouses that I have put together for those 2 kits, there seems to be enough to actually have furniture for both houses in the one kit, which is the McLaughlin. I don't know if that's how to use it. It's probably not. It's probably McLaughlin dollhouse furniture. I struggle with that. That kit, like I said, has the 3 sizes, but I think the smaller the print size, the more furniture you get. And there are 2, these are different styles, but there's 2 of each of these and 2 of this. And I think this is like a sideboard, a china cabinet, maybe just a regular dishes cabinet. So there's a lot of stuff that goes in a kitchen, and fortunately, the printout she sent me for the other house has a kitchen in it. This dollhouse has what looks like more of a dining or living room, and a sitting room, which could be a bedroom. Bedroom, definitely, would have a fireplace. Anyway. And there's a bed here somewhere. There's a bed. There's the bed. Okay, so I have put together this one little chair here. So that's what it looks like from the back and the front. And I mean, it is tiny. And we had sunshine earlier, which was just like messing up everything. And now there's none. Okay, so hopefully you can see what's going on here. She is a collector, Jean. Jean is a collector of antique and vintage paper goods. Then she scans them and creates printed pieces for you to be able to put the stuff together and have those same fun little pieces for your dolls. That's kind of the idea behind this dollhouse, was that it was supposed to be in scale for your doll. Like, this is the size dollhouse that your 11-inch China doll would have. And at the time when I was doing this, I had a bunch of that size porcelain dolls. I don't anymore. I will have one when I finish repairing that, put on the back burner, one that belonged to a great aunt. Yeah, I ran into the color matching problem and never got back to that. So what we're going to do is put some of these together. And this, I believe, is a couch. There is little dotted lines where you're supposed to fold. And her instructions are really, really basic because these pieces are really, really basic. So if you need more instruction than that, I'm not sure that it's available. So just kind of try and pay attention to what's going on here, I guess. I'm not saying this is an instructional. I'm going to just be putting this together the best I can from what I know about putting together paper stuff. Okay, so I see a dotted line right across there. So I'm going to make this snip in right up to that dotted line. Something that's really important to have is a sharp, pointed pair of scissors. I think that's really kind of makes or breaks the deal. I have a tiny little pair that's probably more accurate than these in the tight spots, and if I hit a point where I just feel like we're doing poorly, I may go get those. But these scissors work okay. The Fiskars Spring, they're actually easier for me to use. So we're going to stick with them as long as we can. And I am trying to do a little bit better than I did on Monday. That video was really short. And mostly because I felt like I had all this work to do that ended up being thwarted. So we're just gonna work through this. Hopefully I won't get interrupted before we're finished, because that's been a lot of what's happening. There is so much going on behind the scenes here that, so I guess the cutting, trying to be precise, makes a better looking finished product. Did I get that? I got that all the way up in there. I'm looking for the other dotted line. It's right there. Before I go cutting. Because I think sometimes the tabs get lost. And you just kind of have to figure out your own tabs. At least it kind of felt that way. And on previous projects, I don't know. I actually can't remember for certain. It's been a while. I've had a lot of fun with these vintage, antique type printables. And look at that. There's the sun. The sunshine came back out. It all just got really bright and hard to see. I got a lot in the bluette size. And that's, I think, actually, from looking over the website, I think the 8-inch porcelain doll is one of her favorites, because there is a lot for that size. There's a wooden kit for making a merchant stall, which I thought was fun, and kind of wish that it was for the 11-inch or bluette size dolls, because that I could really use that. And I'm like, it's not that hard to design. You could go and do your own. Anyway, so once you've got the piece cut out, she recommends taking a ball tool like this. Let's see, we'll put that down and see if the sunshine will help us there. So a ball tool and a metal ruler, and finding your dotted lines and running that ball tool along those dotted lines. Now, I'm going to just say that I haven't had a lot of luck with that. I have more luck with using the bone folder for that step. Then she recommends that you use the bone folder for crisping up your folds, which totally makes a huge difference in how your chairs and couches fold up. That little chair, just to see the difference, I folded it down and didn't use the bone folder, and let's just say it looks funny. So yeah, you need to have something. Now, I have heard of people making use of a ball, a pen, a P-E-N pen, a ballpoint pen. Wow, those words just did not want to come out. Using a ballpoint pen to do this, as long as it's empty, like you're using an empty ballpoint pen. I wouldn't. That's part of the reason why I don't really care for the idea of using it, is that, you're counting on it not spewing some ink at you at some point. I think that maybe we've got that fold there. I need to find a picture of this couch. I don't know if I've even got a picture of that couch folded. Let's see. There it is. Ah, it is the arm. Okay. They show that as being a chair, too. So this is the back of all of those. Oh, and a brown marker for marking your edges. If that's the... Okay. All right, so that cut line looks like it needs to be all the way to this fold line, all the way up to where the back of the couch folds up. Okay. And usually you can tell on the back side where you've done your scoring or whatever with the bone folder or ball tool. It looks like I didn't do it very well. So we're going at it again. And I didn't bring over a brown marker because it's not something I have readily available, I don't think. I'm going to have to go dig around and see what I can find. So the back of the couch folds up, and then the front of the couch folds down. So here we've got this going on. Oh, did I? Nope, didn't do those. Okay. Gotta go along that dotted line. So this is the arm of the couch. Fold. So a lot of it is kind of check out the pictures and guess which way things fold. This, well, I made a cut in the wrong place. Yep. All right, so this is one of those things. That cut that I continued up this way, that was a no. I needed to cut this way. So I'm going to have to patch this together, and I'm going to go patch off screen. Okay, so I had to patch right here, gluing the arms back on. So that's that cut that I shouldn't have done, and I cut the base away from the arm. So the tabs there will get glued behind so that it becomes, you start to see it becoming a couch here. So we fold it up and we tuck in our wings, and I'm going to glue those wings down. But there we're going to have a couch. Yeah. Just put some more glue in here. And again, I'm using the Fast Grab. She has another recommended glue, which I am not familiar with at all. So, and I might at some point purchase that kind of glue just to see if it works better. One of the things she talks about is that it's fast grab, much like the Aliens. I mean, that's kind of the point. I have obviously some miniature clothespins but I also got out binder clips. They just tend to leave marks. So I'm wondering here, I'm thinking this part right here is supposed to be glued there. But there's not really enough of it to get a good grab on there. Ooh, and that's too much glue. One thing I did find on doing the chair was that the ball tool worked to hold that tiny little tab in place. So you've put, I'm gonna have to take that off of there, this up, let's see. It's always like a battle with the light. Okay. So you've got this here, but you're having a hard time getting actual pressure on the tab because your finger doesn't fit in there. On the little chair, my finger did not fit at all. So I used the ball tool to get in there and put pressure on the tab so that it would stick down. Oh yeah, we could totally bring that in. More squared up, I don't know. This one's not as hard to get in there as the chair was. I'll show you that. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the arm of the couch there, because it's obviously now wanting to fly out, and I'm pretty sure that's because my patches that I put on here, well, maybe it's just the fact that they weren't properly folded. But the one side's got a lot of space to glue, and the other side has relatively none. Wow, okay. And that's just how it came out. I hope this is making sense. I feel a little scattered. You make a mistake and it kind of really scrambles your brain. Okay, this side, put that there. I don't know, maybe, well, no, that wouldn't make sense. I thought at first maybe it was supposed to just sit on top. Okay, so I'm holding that there. That gives stability to the back of the couch too. My fold line looks like it was in the right spot. It's this side just didn't have as much to glue with. And so this might not hold. I'm gonna try anyway. Because, I mean, I want the couch to have its arms where they belong, not flapping out there like it's trying to take flight. Maybe. Ooh, that looks pretty good. Okay. Ooh, it sits up. That's nice. Bring over the living room here. And obviously, if this were sitting upright, instead of laying on its back or laying on its front, it would make more sense. But anyway, there we go. And let's see if I can show you those tabs, those tiny little tabs. So the tiny little tabs right, I'm going to use the ball tool right here. Oh, we're not focusing. Try again. There we go. So these tiny little tabs right here and there. You can't get your finger in there really, or I can't. My finger's wider than the space between the legs. So if I don't want my legs to be all bent out of shape. So I just use the ball tool to hold those, to press those into place. And that worked really well to get that put together. And so the brown marker would be for like coloring the very edge of your printable. It's not necessary, but I think it looks cool to me. I don't think, you know, I'm not sure I'll get to it, but and try not to get a bunch of ink on the back or on the front. Definitely not on the front, but just on the edge. And let's see. I think that is all we are going to assemble, because that actually took more time than I thought it would. And there's going to be a ruckus when the rest of the peeps get back here and the dog starts barking. So I hope you had fun watching me put that together and learn something about these little kits. And yeah, go check them out. She's not sponsoring me in any way. But I like the product. I think it's fun. So, no, and this is a dining room table. Thought I'd tell you what I had in my hand. I hope you have a delightful day and a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.